You look cocoon, and maybe 20, 30 hour baby, she'll be nerdy, make the whole club swoon.
Yeah, that's a modern classic right there. Showoff Radio, Shade 45, Statik Selektah,
Sammy Needles,
your girl Wahida.
And we got the man of the moment right now, Young Jeezy in the building.
Chizzo.
Welcome to the show, man.
Man, appreciate y'all for having me, homie.
Now, see, me and Jeezy go a lot further back than I think he even knows. I think you don't know how far back we go.
Talk to me.
Shout to Young Sav in the building, right?
Yeah.
So, right when you signed to Def Jam, you decided to fly, like, I think it was 25, 30 DJs out to Atlanta.
Magic City.
That's one of them, but yeah. I wasn't even bring that up yet. But, so Jeezy, he flew a bunch of DJs down to Atlanta. And at the time I was playing Trap or Die. I was playing, the joint with Bun. I was playing this song in the background had just come out, and I was on the radio in Alabama at the time. So like I knew about the buzz, but a lot of DJs from like the East Coast and West Coast weren't necessarily up on it yet. So that's why they made the trip. We went down to Atlanta. There's clocks falling apart in here and everything.
It's amazing.
real time.
Yeah.
So the first day we're there, right? I lost my laptop at the airport. We're not going to talk about that. So we go to the studio, and Jeezy plays us basically the whole album. And he plays Go Crazy for us. And he says, yo, I'm going to get Jay-Z on this. And I'm not going to lie. There was a couple people in the room that were like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you proved every DJ in the country wrong.
Seeing is believing, though.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
Ever since that trip, man, we had a blast. The Magic City thing. I think you spent like, God only knows, 30, 40 grand in Magic City.
It might have been 100.
Probably. Yeah. I know you gave me at least a stack, and I was like, here you go, bitches. I was trying
to get on in, so it didn't even matter. I was letting that shit go.
You did that in the Bronx in the last one, too, right?
Yeah, man.
We were up there for that. That was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's early, too. Like, this is before all the hits. This is before, like, so I knew from the beginning.
That was the whole campaign, though. When we started doing music, that was the whole campaign. Like, you had to really go to the club and put on. Like, they weren't going to play your music. So, all y'all cats out there that's getting y'all music played just off the love, it didn't cost you $100,000 a record.
Me and my man Terminology were just talking about that. It's funny because New York rappers don't want to spend money. And it's like, I look everywhere else and it's like, rappers want to invest. Like, if this is going to be your career, you got to invest in it.
Oh, you got to invest in yourself. I'm glad I did, though. I was telling my homie the other day, we was just talking about, I was talking to one of my little homies out west. He was like, yeah, man, I went and bought 10,000 CDs to pass out. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but I just want you to know, when I did Trap or Die, I bought 700,000.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's how I got on. I passed out 700,000 CDs until I got a show.
And that was in the CD era. It's even now. It's like people don't even want CD. Back then, it was like, oh shit, a CD.
Yeah.
This is like 2004, 2005.
Yeah, I passed out 700,000 of them. I was pulling up on niggas in my Ferrari like, here you go. You know what I mean? Because it was about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit worked though.
And you wanted to be heard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it?
I want to talk about the documentary too, because I learned a lot of shit. I learned a lot of shit when I watched that. And you can watch it online too. A lot of websites have it for streaming, but it was made for MTV2?
Nah, I did it actually to put in with the fucking with the album. You know what I'm saying? It was it was pretty. Like with me, it was a lot of mystique, man. So it was just like I got tired of sitting down and being asked certain things. So I just feel like the best way to do it is put it in a documentary form and just give it to them. If you want to know, it's in a documentary. Don't ask me on the air because I don't want to go to jail. So I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying. So, and I enjoy my freedom. So it's just like one of those things, and I don't know. It helped out a lot because a lot of cats always say that. Also, that's why you act like that. But for the most part, I just wanted my story to be heard. You know what I mean? And a lot of the late greats, you don't know how great they are and the trials and tribulations they've been through until they gone. You know what I mean?
And it was done tastefully too. Like a lot of cats will go and do that and try to turn into this big production. Like you did it in an honest way where it was humble. And I really enjoyed watching that. So
appreciate
if you're out there,
that.
make sure
Appreciate
you check
that.
out.
Yeah, y'all go get that, man. Make sure you get that album too, man.
Yeah, send the CD.
Certified gold right now. Yeah, the deluxe edition.
We're gonna talk about the sales in a minute.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's talk. Let's bring it back to the beginning when I first heard Young Jeezy with my brother, who I think's gonna call in. My brother Bun B. Let's get into it. Trap or Die.
Believe that.
Shade 45.
I'm here, these niggas in the club, niggas sounding like you, nigga. Buying your motherfucking ad lib. Love a nigga, cause they know that we the truth.
Tropicana orange juice.
Classic right there, man.
Classic right there.
Trapping or dying. If he ain't trapping, you're dying.
Young Jeezy's in the building. Showoff Radio. Man,
That's classic right there, man.
It's funny, man, how quick people are to just be so shallow in this hip hop shit, man. Because I remember just less than a year ago, people were like, "Yo, is Jeezy gonna come back? What's going on with that? Is the album ever gonna come out?"
Yeah.
And you come out and blow the
Blow
wheels
the
off.
doors off, man.
You know, I always knew it though, man. You know, I've been through a lot. You know what I mean? Life in general, and to me, that was never really an obstacle. You know, that's something I'm great at, and I ain't great at a lot of things, but being me. And I never had a doubt in my mind because I was always working and I always had great music. But, you know, I didn't realize that, you know, the industry was like that. I heard the stories, but I ain't know. I believe you me, I seen it myself. I've been out and they like, yeah, what up? That album came out, hey, boy, where you, I'm looking like, hey, hold up, man. But it's
good when it happens, though, because you see who's
of
what.
Of course, man. You know, it was one of the better things that happened for me. And that's why I'm back in the studio going hard right now. Like, I ain't take a day off. The day that TM103 came out, I was back in the studio working on another project. You know what I mean? Every day.
I mean, that being said, is there going to be a TM104 or what's...
Nah, man, you know, we focus right now, man. Shouts to Gangsta Gibbs, man.
Yeah.
We focus on this, you know, it's the World Project, man. This is... And I really don't brag beforehand, but this has got to be some of the best music that I've ever been a part of making. I mean, we reached out from everybody from, you know, DJ Quick to Warren G to Daz Dillinger to, you know, T Minus
to Statik Selektah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, and it's crazy because it's music and it's what I wanted to make the whole time, and I get a chance to make it. You know what I mean? With nothing, no pressure on my back, nobody calling because ain't no deadline. And you know, me and Gibbs and Skrilla and the whole fam, we've been in the studio like every day. We ain't doing nothing else. We might hit the club for a minute, but we gonna be in that lab all night. It's the world on this side, homie. Straight up.
CTE. Shout out to Gangsta Gibbs too, man.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Gangsta Gibbs. He just dropped that mob, and man, he was out in LA with me. We was kicking it, man. I actually did the Warren G video shoot for the Leave You Alone. Like I said, it's one of the dopest videos I've been a part of, man. You know.
This is for the CTE world?
No, this is for TM103. The Leave You Alone joint with Neo.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, no, but the video.
Did Warren G do that?
Yeah, Warren G did that shit, man.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but you know, it's crazy with music, man, because it's like, you know, once you make hits, you make hits. Like, that shit never goes away.
Yeah.
You know, I was in the studio with Quick. I was just, like, blown away, like, the passion he still has for that shit and how he moves around that studio like his kitchen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got it. Like, this, and it's crazy to me. You know what I mean? You can't overlook that.
Yeah. And that comes with a certain degree of producer. Like, a lot of these young kids, I try to tell them, I mean, I'm young myself, but like a lot of cats make beats and send them out and email them and think that's producing records. It's like at some point you got to graduate to getting in the studio and
making a record,
taking it serious.
Yeah, man. You know, I had to learn that myself. You know what I mean? When I first started coming up, you know, I just grabbed beats from whoever I can give a trash bag full of money to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it was like Lil Jon and, you know, Pastor Troy and cats like that was hot at the time. But, you know, over the years, just getting in with the cats that really know how to make music, you know, from Jessic's League to Drummer Boy, you know, Midnight Black, Shorty Red, and really creating, homie, like, you really ain't no way around that.
Absolutely.
You got to get in that studio.
Absolutely.
If you want your music to be classic. Now, if you want microwave, you know, 15 minutes
It's funny because I look at the trends going on, especially with a lot of Southern rappers now.
Yeah.
Some of the bigger ones who I won't name, and they're going for that, like, that like soulful Bury Me a G type shit. Shout out to Justice League.
Yeah, shout out to Justice League.
It's funny, man. Like how people, it's a beautiful thing you did that because I think it made hip hop in general better.
I think I'm with you on that. I think it raised the bar, and that's why I'm so hyped up about this. It's the World Project because I'm gonna raise the bar even higher. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be able to limbo up under this when I get done. I'm turning up. It's on now. Believe that. Gibbs, I told you I got you, baby. We about to turn up. Apply that pressure.
I want to get into a record that a lot of people might not have expected with Jill Scott off the new album.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Jill, man. She just a beautiful individual, man. And, you know, to be honest with you, when I reached out to her, I was like, there's no way she's going to talk about the trap. And she was the first one for it. She's like, I got this concept. I was like, what's it called? You know what I'm saying? She sent me the track. I was just like, whoa.
People are just sick of like the same old concept. Can you imagine how many people reach out to Jill Scott like, I want this and this?
Yeah,
and this?
yeah.
It's like I think when you step to, especially the more major artists now with things outside the box.
Yeah.
People are excited for music again. So
yeah, you know, it's just one of those times, man. It's like, you know, just being a fan of Jill, you know what I mean, and just knowing her background and knowing that she really don't do rap or deal with rappers. It just let me know where I was in the game. You know, I'm not just considered a rapper, which I never consider myself. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's almost living legend status, you know what I mean? Because to work with somebody that great, they have to respect you as an artist.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into it. Trap
right here, man. It's for all my cats out there going through that real struggle, man. All my niggas locked down, man. Y'all keep y'all head up. You know what I'm saying? Me and Status up here turned up for y'all. Jill Scott, get it your boy, baby. Let's get it. Trap right here. Y'all know what it is.
It's
the world.
Phones next. 888 Shade 45. Showoff Radio.